and welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on today and do a little bit of a fireside chat and just talk to you a little bit about where I am right now with regards to my fitness, and then also talk a little bit about where I am with regards to my food and what I'm eating and how I'm doing from a nutrition standpoint. And so for those of you who've been following along with me in my journey, I pretty much started my YouTube channel in August. And the purpose for me doing that was I wanted to hold myself accountable for my goals. I felt like if I had this community around me on YouTube, I would be able to, it would really just hold me accountable, because a lot of times when you put it out there, it makes you hold tight and commit to those things that you say you're going to do. It's like a little bit of positive pressure, so to speak. And so this has been great having this channel, and I want to thank all my subscribers who have been following me. And it really does make a difference to have this community of, you know, support and just all the positive feedback that I've been receiving. So I wanted to start off by thanking everybody for subscribing to my channel. And so with regards to my fitness, so as I mentioned, I started this channel in August, and my whole purpose of my channel is called It's Simply Chrissy. And for me, it was about finding simplicity in how I eat, how I live, how I work out, so I could have some type of balance. Because it just felt like so many times in different points in my life, everything just felt so hard. It felt hard to keep the weight off. It felt hard to work out and to sustain that without falling off. So I've just been on this quest to find simplicity in all of that. And so now, as we've gotten into 2021, in 2020, I spent a lot of my time walking. I got a lot of, my movement was very simple. I just want to get out at least 4 days a week, get some exercise and move. And that has been so great. And I still try to continue to walk even in 2021. But with everything that was going on in the world and sheltering in place, and the walking definitely helped me a lot from a mentally healthy standpoint, the fresh air and moving my body. So it just got me in this great routine of walking. And so I had a walking partner. She and I walked on a regular basis, and we still do. And so now in 2021, I decided to kick it up a notch with my fitness, and I started working out and doing strength training with my husband. So I felt like, give me 2020 to get in a consistent rhythm of just moving and eating healthy. So it's like I had these baby steps, so to speak. So at the end of 2020, actually, I started moving into strength training. So now I do strength training with my husband 4 days a week. Monday, Tuesday is upper body, Wednesday is recovery, and then Thursday, Friday is lower body. So I challenged myself to this 12-week challenge to see what the outcomes would be in 12 weeks of 12 weeks of strength training for 4 days a week. So what I did, which was really good, and I recommend that to anybody, if you do any type of physical fitness, always take your measurements, because sometimes the scale might look a little bit different if you're putting on more muscle. And so what I did was I made sure the first week I did all my measurements. And so at the end of the 12 weeks, I'm going to go back and I'm going to check those measurements again, because if the scale doesn't go down as much as I would want it to, at least I have those measurements to be able to say my body has gotten smaller or it's gotten more toned. And so that's what I've been doing with regards to my fitness. And after the 12 weeks, I plan on continuing, because I feel like the strength training is where my body needs to be now, but also in conjunction with some cardio, because I enjoy cardio too. So that's where I am with regards to the fitness. Now, with regards to food. So when I started, my meal plan was to eat a ketogenic type of a lifestyle. And so that's what I've really been focused on for 2020. Now, was I perfect? No. Did I have some days where I fell off and maybe ate some things that weren't according to that plan? Ketogenic, low carb? Yes, we all, I don't think anyone's perfect with regards to how they eat. But for the most part, it's helped me to be successful thus far. What I'm finding is, but prior to that, I think I have mentioned in my very, very first video that a lot of times we have tried, or I'll speak for myself, I've tried several things. So I've tried Weight Watchers, I've tried Jenny Craig, I've tried Food Addicts Anonymous, I've tried, I think it's HCG. I've tried diets where you limit 500 calories a day, which is not sustainable. And so it's just, my whole point of saying this is I've tried different things. And I think for me, keto was what I needed at the time, because I needed some parameters, because I've always been the type of person, I've done different diet plans, they've been successful, but then when I don't do those diet plans, I find that I've gained the weight back, and a lot of times more. And so I felt with keto, it was I felt like it was training wheels for me. I needed a security blanket, something that I could do, a way that I could eat and not think about it. I didn't want to think about the measuring and the counting and the tracking, because I felt like keto tells me that if I eat these foods, then I'm either going to maintain or lose weight, because my body begins to get in a state of ketosis and it's burning fat, and I don't have to worry about it as long as I don't binge or overeat. And one thing about it is when you're eating a ketogenic meal plan, you're not very hungry. So I found that from eating that way, my intake and food definitely went down, because the protein and the fat definitely satiates you. But what I'm finding is my body is now asking for more things. It's like my body is saying, I need more balance. And so I'm just going to, almost like when you have that tire screech, I have to, now it's time for me to shift again with regards to my food. And so it's time for me now I want a more holistic, balanced way of eating. And I want to eat the colors of the rainbow, so to speak. And so for me, that incorporates more fruits, more veggies. Now, the thing about it was with keto, I could have eaten all the veggies I wanted, And a lot of times, honestly, I didn't, because a lot of times I would just eat meat and I would just be fine. It was a very simple way of eating. But I feel like I'm at the point now where I've developed more of a healthy palate, where I'm okay now in taking the training wheels off. I think for me, the thought of moving and not being on keto and not eating that way scares me, because I don't want to gain the weight back. And so I've been going through this battle, honestly, since December, as to what are you going to do in 2021 with regards to your food. And so I tried for a second, like I think the end of December, the first week in January, I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to do Weight Watchers again. I'm not going to do keto. And then I saw the scale going up and it scared me, and I went back. But I said to myself, you know what? It's never going to happen unless you commit to doing what you're going to do 100% and being patient with your body. And so now I am going to shift back into Weight Watchers. And for me, Weight Watchers is really a way for me to track it. It's almost like, instead of me using my FitnessPal and calories, I'm more so focused on points. So for me, what it boils down to is now I'm moving back into Weight Watchers, the purple plan, which will give me more holistic kind of eating, more balance. And so I'm looking forward to it. So with purple, so Weight Watchers has several plans. They have a blue plan, the purple, and a green. So what the purple plan is it basically gives me, in my range, in my weight, I get 16 points a day. And the purple plan leads you more towards whole foods. So whereas my fruits and my vegetables are 0 points, which I love that. And the thing is, there's not very many points that are restricted. I can eat a banana, it's 0 points. I can eat an orange, I can eat an apple. So it's giving me more of these things that I feel like right now, after doing keto on and off for 6 to 7, 8 months, my body is saying I need a shift. But I'm not gonna, I have to say, for me, I do need to be mindful and watch the carbs because I enjoy carbs so much. I have to keep an eye on them. And so really tracking is going to be the thing for me. And I think because now that I'm working out with my husband, I'm strength training, I feel like that's gonna help me too with the calorie burn and just getting to the point where I'm burning and not even doing anything after my workout. So that part is nice too. But then the other X factor is I have to be careful because muscle weighs more than fat. So not focusing on the scale, being patient with my body as I go through this transition, because a lot of times when you transition out of one food plan into another, your body is in the shock and it doesn't know what you're doing. And so I have to be very patient with myself. And I think I might even try to still stick to intermittent fasting and eating within a certain window so my body gets used to this adjustment. So I am excited. And so now I just wanted to say that because if you see different meals now that have more carbs in them, or carbs in general, where we didn't see that, you didn't see that before, I just want you to know that I'm more so shifting to more of a healthier, balanced, and I won't say healthier, I'll say I'm moving more towards a balanced food plan. So wish me luck, but I wanted to just come on here and let you know that I'm making a shift, continuing my fitness, continuing the food, but making a shift and adding some more wholesome, healthy food options to my meal plan. And so you'll see a lot of WW, Weight Watchers, meals, and points and that type of thing. So looking forward to it, and I hope you'll continue to follow me on my journey. Have a good day.